everybody. Thanks for being here. We've got a fun edition today of Deborah Kobylt Live, so let's get right to it. If you're looking to grow your business, regardless of the kind of business that you've got, I've got the person in the studio for you today. We've got Jen Betts. Thanks, Jen, for being here.
Hi, everybody. How are
You are a self-proclaimed hustler, ball buster, and entrepreneur, and you are the president of Innovative PR.
I am.
And we were talking last night about what you do. You've got all kinds of clients. You've got celebrity clients. You've got a client with you in studio today.
Yes. This is Gina Fredrickson.
Gina Fredrickson. Hi, Gina.
Hi, Deborah.
And she is the owner and creator of JuvaLips.
This, when you told me that you were bringing Gina in studio, owner and creator of JuvaLips, I got all excited because who doesn't want bigger, fuller lips without having to go and get an injection and all that? I'm afraid to do that because when you see women walking around town who look like a duck, and they really do look like, right? They've got the duck bill going. I'm thinking,
They do.
Look, God bless them. They want to look better, you know? So I'm not there to put them down. I'm there to put down the people doing the bad work,
Yes.
you know? And they just look horrible. So I
They
thought,
do.
you know, I'd rather just lip line myself than...
And use a JuvaLip.
And now use a JuvaLip.
Of course.
But since you've gone on board, right, to help Gina with her business, what did you do to get the word out on her, you know, in a very competitive environment?
That's a great question. I mean, there's a lot of things we did. We obviously did the research of her previous press, and we decided to build a strategy that had 4 pillars that needed to activate at one time, all encompassing traditional press, event press, partnerships, whether that's an influencer or a celebrity, and then totally attacking the digital landscape. Those were all firing off at one time, and we wanted to increase numbers on a digital level for the brand and then make sure that there was consumer
Digital
recognition.
is everything.
Yes.
You know, you said influencers, and I would think for a product like this, Instagram would be a big one, right? The little
Huge.
Instagram ads that pop up.
YouTube.
I pay attention to them way more than the ones that are popping up, well, for me, more than on Snapchat and more than on
Absolutely.
Facebook. You know, because Instagram, you can just scroll through people's pictures, but you can also just stop and take your time on it. It's just not polluted with all kinds of stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I look at Snapchat and there's so much coming at me when I turn it on. I'm just like, forget it.
It can
Am
be
I
a
right?
little bit jarring.
It's too much. And same with Facebook. There's just like everything's everywhere. It's like, wait a minute. But Instagram's just an easy place, I would think, to put an ad.
It is,
right?
and I feel like it's, you know, your Instagram page is kind of your identity.
Yeah, it really is.
It is your identity. You know, and so Gina and JuvaLips, you know, kind of challenged me with what are we going to do on a marketing level with strategy with influencers and, you know, the digital landscape and how are we going to attack that? So we developed this strategy and with her direction and the team's direction, we felt that, you know, showing demos and how-tos of people using the brand, it created further awareness.
I tell you, she doesn't need much advertising. Gina is just gorgeous. You're your own like moving billboard, I have to say. But this is a brilliant concept. What is this about, JuvaLips? Like, what is it? You just sort of put it up against your...
Yep, it's one of the first electronic lip plumpers. So it's using a vacuum technology, and it's bringing the blood flow into the capillaries of your lips, creating that plump, juicy, beautiful lip that, you know, we all want. So
to get the word out about it in a crowded market, basically, was it digital that really helped?
Digital's helped. Partnerships with celebrities have helped. You know, beauty marketing directors have helped. Beauty editors who want to do how-tos have helped. Believe it or not, Halloween looks and getting really creative with your pitches have helped.
See, you think way out of the box.
Way out of the
I
box.
just look at you and you're somebody who I could tell is just super creative and you think out of the box.
Thanks.
And that's what you want in a PR person,
Yeah.
right? I mean, so somebody comes to you and they hire you and they say, look, I've got this product. What do you do initially? Because PR is everything. It can make or
It
break you,
is.
especially in a day like today where almost anyone can make it if they get the word out there. And it could be something small. You know, there's this great company down in Orange County, Mother Trucker Hats. Do you know them?
Yes.
They are so cool. They've
Yes.
got great PR going for them.
Yes.
and other than a great product.
Yeah.
And, the word got out.
You're exactly correct. I think you have to have a good product. If you don't have a good product first and foremost, whether you're a radio show or an actual physical product, if it's not enticing, creative, or works or resonates with, your audience, it's not going to sell. So, but, we're all brands.
We are all brands.
we are
Remember
all
I was saying to you
brands.
before.
Yeah.
What about somebody like me? I do some media training. I do speaking. I do a
Yes.
podcast. What would you do with somebody like me to get the word out? Like, hey, hire her instead of that guy.
I would probably label you as an expert in your field, make you do a lot of networking. I would use you the same way as a brand. I would make sure instead of, brand to brand deals, I would do partnerships with other influencers that would then further promote you, creating more drive and SEO to you. So, yeah, that's it in a little nutshell. I could go on for hours.
No, but that's what you need to do. I mean, whether you're a person, whether you're someone who is starting a business like a JuvaLips or anything else, you have to... And you have to know your market, too.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
What if they can't afford somebody like you? What do you do?
Oh, goodness. If they cannot afford somebody like me.
Place a little Instagram ads, if you will?
I will always, if I really believe in the brand, just like I do with JuvaLips, I will always try and make something work. Whether those 4 pillars of my strategy, if I can't give them all 4 at once, I will try and make something work with them. And if I can't work with them, I'll usually consult with them and give them a little bit of a blueprint of what they should do until they can come back and, they're ready.
So tell me, what else do you work on? What other kinds of people, products? What's hot nowadays?
I mean, beauty is everything. This is, a $400+ billion industry.
Does it cross over all ages too?
Yes.
Or is it always have to be somebody under 30 years of age? Because that's getting a little tiring. Okay, I'm just over 30. But, for people who are a little bit older, it's like, we're people too.
I think this product, for instance, very much skews.
This thing skews all ages.
All ages.
You can't forget all ages. People over 30, people over 40, people over 70.
Exactly.
They want to go out and look good too. I think there's a whole forgotten segment of the population.
There is. And I think a lot of people are all so focused on millennial, zennials, Gen Z. I agree. We cannot forget all ages.
No, because, especially people over 40, let's say, we've got some money that we want to spend.
Right.
We travel, we do stuff. We want to wear this cool stuff too.
Yeah.
So, there's a whole market there that's starting to get overlooked because millennials are everything.
They
it's
are everything.
All right already. I get
Let's
it.
not forget about our Gen Y and Gen Z.
No, millennials don't necessarily have a lot of money to spend on stuff,
No,
too.
not
They're smart
yet.
and creative, though. See, I like millennials. I think they're really smart.
And they're very
creative.
independent.
Absolutely.
Creative. Yeah.
I actually think it's a great generation of people. A lot of complaining about them. I don't get it.
Exactly.
I like working with them.
But yes, in my industry for PR, you have to really like the brand. My agency, which is Innovative PR and Marketing, we have every genre from lifestyle to hospitality to fashion, beauty, and then of course events. We even do nonprofit.
Well, that's important.
Yeah.
You've got to go do some nonprofit and do some good work. And, you have to mix the two, celebrity people, products like this, and just sort of intermix it. Who are some of your clients that we might know, or some of the people you've worked with?
Well, JuvaLips. Some other clients you might know that we have that I represent are brands like Philosophy, skincare.
Huge. Huge. What do you do with them?
I work on their
love
Hope and Grace initiative, which is, they're 1% net of sales of their sales go to this fund called the Hope and Grace Initiative, which supports mental health awareness. So I work on that. I have brands in the hair care category, such as Joico Hair Care.
Absolutely, I know it. It's sitting in my bathroom. I know it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
We have a brand called Electric Sky Wine, which is a part of the Interscope umbrella. So they're all different, but I feel like they're very female focused.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a lot of brands. It's great.
So what's next for you?
What's next for me?
Let me back up for a minute. Can can a company even make it nowadays without some decent PR? I mean, it used to be that, you were fortunate to get picked up and have a little kiosk or something in a mall.
Right.
And it's so much more than that now,
It is a lot more than that. And I think there has to be a clear, defined strategy for the brand. I mean, Gina, with this brand, do you think without PR, it would do as well as
I think it would. I think it would take a lot longer to, really get the brand out there and get the names out there, to help establish that, brand and credibility. I think PR definitely helps get, your name out there. Could we do it without PR? Yes, but I think it would take definitely a lot longer.
How do you know what to do? It's tough in PR. There's a lot of people who claim to know people and influencers. If I hear that word even one more time, but it's true. There's a lot of BS out there, to be honest with you. And I know you know what you're doing. I
was asked this question the other day. How do I know what I'm doing? I think for myself and my staff, I'm nothing without my staff. I think I look at the product and I always just say, what would I do? How would I want to know this brand? How would I want my friends to know about it? And then I would look at the landscape and say, this is how people are finding out about X, Y, and Z. So, and then I kind of put it together in a realistic time frame, and then we execute.
Is it easier to almost get your products in front of celebrities nowadays? Because I think they really want to be, in front of them, the most foremost stuff. What you're kind of giggling.
They do, but I think it has to be, again, you have to know your demographic. I think you need to know if a celebrity's interested in beauty, if a celebrity's interested in nonprofit, if a celebrity's interested in sports. You have to attack the right person and then gauge interest and then engage.
So you've got different categories, essentially.
Yeah, I normally will not take on a brand unless I feel that it's something I would even buy or use or work with.
So basically, you're a new person. What's the next big thing other than beauty? Because I know beauty's a big deal. You mentioned sports. Athletic wear?
Yeah, we have fitness clients. We have clients who, are promoting books in the fitness realm. I think what's next for us is... For Innovative is there's a media side component to our agency, and that has not launched just entirely yet.
What does that mean? There's a media side. Like what would you?
Well, there are some news. There's some news to come. There's an entire media landscape, which means we have acquired some websites that are news for brands, whether it's beauty or food or charity. We've acquired some news sites, and it will resonate under our umbrella, and we will use it as a tool for our clients.
So what does that mean? You have a website, and then you have to walk me through that a little bit.
Developed blogs, partnered with other creative, entrepreneurs who have created their own websites, and put it under this umbrella of our agency, and it is now a tool for brands who come on to sign on that they will have news through these channels.
It's also such a crowded market, though. Everything's just popping up. There's beauty everywhere. There's this everywhere. How do people know what's legitimate stuff from stuff that's not legitimate?
It's a good question.
Is it the person who just pays the most money? I mean, what is it?
What do you think? How do you think that it is legitimate, your product? What makes
I think
it
that's one of the toughest, things out there. I mean, is establishing, that credibility behind your brands.
Yeah, I think it's testimonial. I think it's consumer testimonial.
Yeah.
We go to the masses other than just our influencers, which this word we cannot stand sometimes.
I am going to use this.
Yeah.
I am going to try it because I'm telling you, I really am. And I would put the word out there because really anyone who has a good stash of people behind them who want to buy stuff and pay money are an influencer, really. I mean, people are sending me stuff all the time, and a lot of times I'm like, nah, I'm not interested. But something like this, pardon me, this is actually brilliant.
Of course. I mean, you use a curling iron, you use a flat iron. Why would it be any different to not use a product that enhances the plumpingness of your lips? Why not?
No, but I mean, how do you get through such a crowded market of let's say curling irons? You're talking about.
I think
there's just so much out there.
how
Sometimes
do
you don't know what to do.
You have to just know your lane, stick to your strategy, understand your launches, understand what moments for the brand are important, whether there are, you're partnering with Amazon, what are the launches through the fiscal
Trade
year.
shows too, right?
Yeah.
Trade shows are a big one. I went to, I always I get invited to, the Grammy trade show, all the different ones, where they've got all kinds of different products that people are showing. That's
How
a
do you
really
feel
good
about trade shows?
I just did one about a month ago. I was like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah,
Because you want to
I
buy
love the
everything.
trade
all
show.
kinds
They
of
have
fun.
all
Buy
the new
everything.
And
innovative
when you're sent there to
Yeah.
cover something like that, you're like, would you like some of this and some of that? I'm like, oh, wow.
I'll buy that. I'll buy this.
I'll take that. It's like, wow, it's incredible. But that's a
Yeah.
great way to get the word
It
out
is.
too.
It's a great
right?
way, especially to focus on people within the beauty industry because everybody's there for the same reason, to find the coolest, most innovative beauty products that are out. So I think trade shows are definitely a great way to network for, especially new products.
So somebody really wants to start a new business and they're excited about what's an area to get involved in that you think is still not that crowded, not such a crowded market. Beauty, I think, is a big market, but it's crowded, and you've got to be somebody who
Very
really has a great
crowded.
product.
I think, goodness, tech is crowded, but I feel like tech has so many opportunities for change.
But what do you mean, tech? Like what
Apps,
in tech?
VR.
God, there are so many apps. I sometimes look and I go, how many more could there be?
There are many, but when you have the right one and it is useful and consumer facing
and fun, just fun.
It's endless. The possibilities of what that can expand into. I think tech is a growing market than it's already become. It's it's very crowded as its own, but there's so much to be done in the tech industry.
But give me a specific example.
I mean, virtual reality to me is all I can stop thinking about. We are going to see a huge change, in my opinion, from what I'm researching, reading, studying with virtual reality, with our social networks, with our bloggers, with our YouTubers. I think it's going to change.
So
the
with virtual
landscape.
reality, you mean stuff that you're going to do and look at on your phone, or to go and experience something?
Or create for yourself to be a part of your social networks.
Wow. You are really definitely on the forefront of all this stuff.
I hope I'm reading and staying up to speed with what's going on is really important.
So if you have an idea, let's say somebody wanted to get in touch with you, or you do everything. You'll consult with them. You'll take them on as a client, should it be the right fit.
Present to them a plan within their plan.
Right.
I take what they're already doing it and dissect it down to what we think we can do.
And do you do the hard work, or do you send them out and say, okay, now go do this?
No, I think the only way a brand is going to really elevate is through internal team and external team. It's a team effort, the marketing team and the PR team. And with, their launches and what's new to come, they have to be reinventing themselves.
Look, the
That's what
greatest
you need.
example of invention, there's no question. We know who they are, the Kardashians. I mean, they were this family. That,
Marketing moguls.
the most brilliant, you don't have to like them at all. But what they've done
Is amazing.
was just brilliant.
Yeah.
You don't have to like their products or what they're pushing or how they live. But in terms of a marketing strategy, brilliant. I sometimes wonder, did the mom even know what she was doing, or did she just throw stuff out and see if it would stick?
I think she did both.
I think,
Yeah.
I think she did both.
Yes.
She had that platform. That show was her.
Yeah.
It was her platform.
But all of it, and then from that, they're selling the clothes. They're selling everything.
Everything.
I mean, I
it's pretty
think they
brilliant.
have
They have
literally
everything.
they have a product in every
Per
category.
kid and per
Yeah.
kid.
I know.
Right?
I know.
Yeah.
A couple of them per kid. Yeah.
Per
You've got-
kid, per show.
It's
Yeah.
like whatever their interest is.
Yes.
So,
Right.
and again, if there's no money, if somebody can't call somebody like you, Jen Betts of Innovative PR, you can do it yourself by just getting out there and even just placing an Instagram ad, right?
Yeah.
But just as long as it looks good, it's got to look good.
Google it. That's what I say to everybody.
Google it. Google your
Google
stuff.
it.
And tech is the next great thing. If you've got it in your head and you've got an idea, you say tech.
I say
and
tech.
continued beauty, right?
Continued beauty. Beauty's endless. It's infinite. It's recession proof.
What about travel? I just think that's a great area.
I think
There's
travel's
so much cool travel out there, and you can really just explore the world. And it doesn't have to really be that expensive. If you can just get there, there's some terrific eco lodges and places to stay. And I just think that's an area that's there's a lot out there, but a little bit untapped.
There is.
You know?
There's a lot of development in countries that we would have never gone to before. I think everybody needs to explore. You know, you'd be surprised at how many people you can walk up to in a day and say, "Do you have a passport and do you use it?" You'd be surprised with the responses.
Oh, I know. A lot of people just don't really leave their own yard.
They do not
so, I mean,
leave their yard.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for being here. I mean, any parting words that you'd like to say to someone in terms of what to do with your next business venture?
I say if you're looking for public relations, look us up on Instagram at innovative-PR, and please check out my client JuvaLips at my.
I am telling you, I'm going to try this. I'm going to talk to people about it. I'm going to have my friends come over and use it. It's a pretty cool product. I was so excited when you told me she was coming on.
Yeah.
So, everybody, JuvaLips.
Right.
JuvaLips and Innovative PR.
And Innovative PR. And everybody, thanks for being here.
Thanks
we'll see
for
you again.
having
It was
us.
fun.
Yes, thank you so much.
And thanks for the tips on my thing, too. So I'm going to give you a call myself. I will. Anyway, thanks for being here. We'll see you next week on Deborah Kobylt Live. Bye-bye.